Welcome to the next project. This is the 8th and final episode of my Harley Benton T-Style Kit Acoustasonic inspired mod project series. This started out as a $70 or $75 Harley Benton kit guitar, and I cut the heck out of it, spent about $1 million worth of time and labor on it, and we have a $75 Acoustasonic inspired guitar now. This project proved to have a lot of things for me to learn and experiment with. Overall, it went pretty well. I'm happy with the way it turned out, although if I did it again, I would definitely change some things because I have learned from this experience. There have been a number of pitfalls and hurdles to get over and around, and you've probably seen some of those if you watch the series, and I do appreciate you guys watching. So anyway, let's get to it as we wrap up the next project. One of the biggest holdups in this kit, getting this kit finished, was the preamps. I ordered 2 different preamps off of eBay, and they both went missing for a little over 2 months. And I was at the point I figured I'd never see them. So I ordered another preamp, so I had a total of 3 ordered, and it went missing for a little over a month. And then I ordered a bunch of raw electronic parts and bits and pieces to actually wire and assemble my own preamp from various sources of plans on the internet. And finally, everything showed up about the same time. So I have 3 preamps ready to go and a box full of bits and pieces and parts to actually make another preamp. But here I am. I'm soldering some leads and things on one of the preamps here and getting everything sorted out and getting ready to start do some testing finally. Here I'm just doing some really basic does this make sound kind of testing. Yeah, they all make sound. Terrible, terrible sound. Enjoying using this Guitar Mule test guitar. It's cool that I can move a pickup around or a piezo around and see how it changes the sound. And this is not how you mount a piezo, by the way. So far, the experiment's going pretty well. However, I did realize that I had forgotten about this again. I thought about it and forgot about it and thought about it and forgot about it. As I was putting stuff away, I realized I still didn't have a great plan until it dawned on me I have a spare acoustic bridge, and I do have some spare pickup towers that I made for testing on that guitar mule. So if I put these two together, maybe put some high-speed tape on it to hold it together, get this stuck in there, I can wedge it under the strings, I hope, and push it all the way back as far as I can to get it close to the existing bridge. The action is going to be crazy because look how high that saddle sticks out of there. I'm not going to cut it down, I'm not going to radius, I'm not going to intonate it. Putting it in there to see what this sounds like. So let's continue the next project. Out of tune! Okay, we have extremely good volume out of this thing. Very loud, very loud. So, it's good. This is what's going in it. So, the test of the undersaddle
piezo
pickup went really well. I'm really excited about how well it works actually. It's loud. So this was actually a worthwhile experiment. Only took me half hour, 45 minutes probably total to wedge everything together and give it a quick test. It's not intonated, it's not compensated, it's not radius to match the fingerboard at all. The scale length of the frets is all wrong, so everything's way out of tune. But this test was really just to see it first if the piezo pickup worked. Did I say that right? And also what to expect. And I'm surprised it is loud. Yeah, there could be other modifications done to it, but we got to keep this train moving. Let's get back to the next project. Here we're taking a quick glance at what it takes to add one of these little piezo ribbon or saddle ribbon pickups. It put a hole in the bottom of the saddle trench, and here I'm adding a ground line to a brass plate. You can buy these brass plates from StewMac, or you can just get a little chunk of brass and make one yourself for next to nothing. Cut a little relief so there's room around the piezo wire, and adding some hot glue to hold it all in place. I had the action set up pretty good when I first put this together, so I wanted to try and replicate that when I added the piezo saddle pickup. So put a piece of tape on the saddle, and with the piezo in place you can see it push the saddle out of the slot about 1/16 of an inch. I had a couple options. I can deepen the slot or cut away the bottom of the saddle. I opted to deepen the slot and made myself some runners out of some MDF and put an 1/8 inch router bit, spiral cut router bit, and just deepened a little bit at a time. Kept testing the saddle for height, checking that piece of tape that's on there. Kept going until I had it pretty much where I wanted it. All turned out all right. It's all together. Doing a quick test. I already know kind of the problem that we're going to have, but you'll hear it soon. We have two totally different output levels yet, so I have to go back to the drawing board a bit and get that figured out. But here's what we have at the moment. I've got the switch set up, so to the rear it's pulling off the piezo saddle pickup. Mid would be splitting the two or combining the two I should say, and front would be the original Telecaster bridge style magnetic pickup. Everything's wide open. This is on the acoustic setting on the amp. Middle position, so it'll be joining both pickups. Now, all the way forward, so it'll be the bridge Telecaster pickup. Where's the volume? Telecaster bridge pickup, piezo pickup. That's acoustic sound, right? Not really. So now, kind of back to the drawing board to figure out how to equalize the output of these two. Well, first I'm going to take the piezo pickup offline altogether just to see if that for some reason would boost the output of the magnetic pickup. It shouldn't, but I've read things where some people say when you wire piezo into a circuit with a magnetic pickup that it kind of flattens the magnetic pickup. So maybe that's it. I don't know. After that, I'm going to wire directly the piezo to my switch, tied into the magnetic pickup, also taking the preamp out of the circuit altogether. That'd be sad, but maybe that's what it needs. So back to the drawing board, or back to the workbench. Alright, so we're back from the bench, and we did our first test where I took the piezo saddle pickup completely out of the circuit, battery out, disconnected preamp, the whole bit, and we found that the magnetic bridge pickup, the original Telecaster pickup, sounded a lot better. It sounded good, sounded kind of like it did when it was just the kit guitar. Now I've reintroduced the piezo saddle pickup back into the circuit, but I'm not using the preamp. I'm wired right into the switch and ground, so no preamp, which is sad news, but you know, if this is how it works, this is how it works. And you know, I'm learning, and hopefully you're going to learn too. Maybe I can help make your project simpler and less expensive and less waste of time. So we have acoustic, sounds pretty good. Amp is on. We're in the saddle piezo position. Sounds pretty good. Middle position with both. Getting a little bit of hum. But that's probably because I have no shielding in this guitar and I've got a lot of kind of almost exposed wires. This is the piezo saddle and the magnetic bridge. That works. Now this is just the magnetic pickup. Hey, I think it works. Telecaster pickup, both, piezo saddle. You're not going to set the world on fire with this combination, but it's overall successful. Good experiment, great project. I learned a lot. I'm confused by a lot as well. That's who I am. Again, I don't exactly understand why the preamp with the piezo tied into it was kind of muting or draining off the magnetic pickup, but there's probably some really good electronic engineer explanation for that. Since I'm not an electronics engineer, nor a luthier, nor a mechanic, nor a plumber, nor a roofer, I'm just a guy in the garage tinkering around. I'm pretty happy the way it is. So, thanks for watching. Please, come back again. I'm moving on to a couple other projects here real soon. Getting back to my 2021 Great Guitar build-along guitar, which I'll finish sometime in 2022, I'm sure. Thanks for staying with me through this project. It's been a lot of fun, very educational for me. Hope you've got a couple laughs out of it. And you've learned maybe what you can do with a, $70, $75 guitar kit and about $1 million worth of time and experimentation. You can turn it into something kind of fun. This has really good acoustic sound now that it's got the backs on it. Well, actually I have one back missing at the moment, but I'll go right back on. Thanks again for joining me. Appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up, like it, ring the bell for future notifications, I guess. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna be doing stuff like this for a long time, I hope. Leave comments. Love hearing from everybody. Go out and build something, take something apart, put it back together, or just take it apart and look at it and figure out why it works or why it doesn't work. Anyway, thanks a lot. Take care, be safe, and happy holidays if I happen to get this video posted before the holidays. Take care.